Hi everybody, it's Nick here again, doing another making of video. In episode 7 here, I felt like people had seen enough of the green screen space effect, but I also had no idea how to do an alien planet. That led to me just kind of filming outside the same spot, outside my apartment, which of course looks like Earth in the Dino-verse, which led to the twist ending. This episode, I try to have more consistent character traits, such as the overly optimistic T-Rex character trying his best to see the good in everything. And that is mostly because for a twist to work, I need the audience to think that the conflict is about seeing the good in a planet versus seeing the problems in a planet. Every good story twist is dependent on the audience asking the wrong question. A good twist in a story can be identified if the story is good without the twist. I have the optimism versus pessimism conflict, so then hopefully nobody is asking the question you should be asking, which is, why does this look like Earth? If you remember, actually, in Planet of the Apes, the original, the question is never what planet are they on.
As you dig for artifacts, be sure you don't bury your reputation.
Or even what happened to Earth. The question throughout that movie is, can humans speak? Or could humans from the past speak?
Speak. Go on, speak again. There. Can you believe it?
And the original kind of ending to that is finding a speaking doll, proving humans used to be able to speak. It's only after that, when the story basically could just conclude and be a pretty good movie, that they stumble upon the Statue of Liberty revealing that, yes, it was Earth.
There. Can you believe it?
Now, that's not to say that Dinosaurs in Space is as good as the original Planet of the Apes, but that was at least the lesson that I took away from a storytelling perspective and tried to impart in a very quick form. I think it's funny that a dinosaur is on the ground in the background and even gets moved. I don't know what had happened there. That might have been an accident. I have no memory of that being a joke, but it's weird. It's strange, I guess. One problem in hindsight with my execution of this story is that the voices just aren't different enough. I think I was doing better voices earlier in the series and was just generally getting tired or lazy by this point. Like after episode 4, I kind of considered that this might be the end of the web series. I figured 7 episodes is pretty good, and if I'm getting tired of doing the work and nobody's paying me, then why am I doing it? So I kind of thought, well, this is a good wrapping up point. Dusted my hands. In the next episode, I asked my upstairs neighbors to voice the dinosaurs. Jonah is an actor by trade, and Michelle has become more interested in voice acting, so it was actually really convenient. I decided to make things more difficult, of course, by using my dog Bandit to play a space alien.
Hey Bandit, do you want to play a space alien? You want to be in a web series? I'll make you famous. No? I'll give you an IMDb page.
Go figure, trying to get a dog to do stop motion was impossible. Who knew? The episode starts with a really exposition-heavy line.
Time to find a new planet.
Because I thought about this being the start of a second season, I decided at this point that I was going to have the next series of episodes all be voiced by friends and friends-in-law. So it kind of felt like a natural break point. I ended up not calling these episodes a second season because it felt kind of phony.
Watch out for the quasar!
I'll say that the first 7 episodes were a first season and everything after that a second season. If I want to change it in the future or if somebody asks me to do it, and then at that point maybe I'll even just say, oh, and here's the 3rd season, or maybe this is all the 1st season. I wasn't sure if an indoor planet would play, so that's why there are all these kind of apartment-based jokes.
Does this new planet have air conditioning?
No, but it has an ocean nearby.
And it's rent controlled.
Just kind of lampshade after lampshade.
Land on the hardwood, but don't scratch anything.
Michelle, the actress here, improvised some German.
Sitzt du Kreatur!
Which I believe translated to sit, you creature. That at least one dinosaur speaks German kind of tickled me.
That's German for the Bart, the.
And as a writer, I love when actors improvise lines, especially when they're funnier than something I could have written, and I get to take credit for it as somebody that's just kind of clung on to actor and director improvisation for the last 17 years.
So like right now, nobody knows what the hell's up. I hear from Katie that he's in the hospital in a coma, hooked up to one of those iron lung things.
I added the line, "Hey, wipe off your feet."
Hey, wipe off your feet.
Because it was one of those rare times when what I had filmed actually was longer than the dialogue recordings. And so I wasn't looping any footage. I could just cut out what I had filmed and trim out those 2 seconds of the ship leaving. But instead just decided to throw in another apartment-based joke.
Hey, wipe off your feet.
The end music here is just an 8-second riff from one of my GarageBand beats. I was self-conscious about the silence because this would have been extended credits. Previously when it was just dinosaurs in space with just that. But now it's like, oh, I wanted to give credit to these people, but I didn't necessarily want it to just be silent with their names. Maybe it wasn't a great music choice, actually, in hindsight, and I certainly didn't feel beholden to use the music in subsequent episodes. So it's just something that I experimented with, ended up not liking, moved on. I do have some ideas for future episodes on maybe ways of doing, not necessarily post-credit scenes, but finding ways to make the credits entertaining as well. That was a making of for episodes 7 and 8. If you have any questions about these episodes, previous episodes, or upcoming episodes, leave a question in the comments and I will read it. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, you want a piece?
Oh, no. No, thanks.